Okay, so what's ironic is that we actually have Alien Covenant coming out this summer. So I guess it's only appropriate that this movie came out before Alien Covenant because I can see that people might think it's a blatant ripoff of Alien. So, yeah. Life. So Life is a film directed by Daniel Espinosa, and it follows Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Reynolds, Rebecca Ferguson, and a few others as they discover this alien life form from Mars after they captured this, I don't know what they call it, space capsule, I guess. But yeah, they discover this alien life form, and it's basically the first proof of existence beyond Earth. But then things start to get out of hand, and they learn that this alien is not as friendly as it once seemed to be. And then it starts killing people, and you have your movie. Alright, so let's talk about Life. Going into this movie, I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I looked back at Daniel Espinosa's track record and learned that most of his movies have gotten pretty mixed reviews, and this one's not really an exception. I mean, it's mildly positive. I think it has like a 65% rating on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So yeah, it's somewhere up in the middle. But after watching this movie, I actually really dug Life. I really found myself enjoying it. And I know some people might think it's a ripoff of Alien. It's not. At least I don't consider it to be one. In fact, I'm just going to say this now. I enjoyed this film more than I enjoyed the original Alien film. I know I'm in the minority on that, but I was not a fan of the original Alien film. I found that film to be way too unrealistic, really cheesy and corny, with characters that I could not get behind at all. This movie, I think it's more of a realistic perception on what would happen if we had an Alien type of scenario. It's basically a more realistic version of Alien, if I should say. And I think it has better characters, and it's not nearly as cheesy. So yeah, starting off, I really like Jake Gyllenhaal and Rebecca Ferguson in this movie, and Ryan Reynolds too. Ryan Reynolds wasn't in the movie very much, but when he was in the movie, I mean, he basically plays Ryan Reynolds. He plays the same character that he does in every movie. Just this witty guy, sometimes very funny. That's how he is, and that's the way he is in this movie. Jake Gyllenhaal, I mean, this guy, he doesn't get enough recognition. He really doesn't. He already got freaking snubbed for Nightcrawler. I still can't believe he did not get even nominated for an Oscar that year. So yeah, what's up with that, Oscars? But yeah, anyway, back to his performance in this movie. I thought he was really good in this movie. He brought a lot to it. And Rebecca Ferguson, I think she's a rising star from Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation. And I mean, The Girl on the Train, I wasn't really a huge fan of that movie, but for what she did in it, I thought she was fine in that movie. And here, I thought she was really good. She's probably the most in-depth character that we were given. And Jake Gyllenhaal, I liked his character as well. I thought he was given some cool development. Ryan Reynolds, he was given some cool development, and even some of the other characters as well. I can't pronounce the actors' names to save my life. But yeah, the Asian guy and the black guy, I thought they were really good characters as well. See, the difference between this and Alien for me is Alien, there were only a couple characters I could really get behind. And this one, I found myself caring about all 6 characters that were on the International Space Station at the time this alien was running around killing people. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the characters. I thought I liked them a lot better. The CGI in this movie is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, the whole visual presentation, like anything that takes place in space nowadays is just absolutely beautiful. Like Gravity, even though I don't think Gravity is as good of a film as everyone else thinks it is, I still really enjoyed it. But yeah, that film was absolutely beautiful. Interstellar is the same way. The Martian, one of my favorite films of this past decade, absolutely gorgeous. And this movie's really no different than any of those movies in terms of visual presentation. It has great cinematography, great visual effects, great CGI. The CGI and the alien, he was scary. He was really scary, I gotta say. And you never knew when he was gonna show up. Like, he's running around all over the place. You don't know when he's gonna show up. I'm just gonna say, one scene involving Ryan Reynolds and the alien inside this one room toward the end of the first act. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll know it when you see it. And it also involves a flamethrower, might I add. So yeah, you'll know it when you see it. But yeah, I really found myself enjoying pretty much every aspect of this movie. I mean, even the ending, which initially I was mixed on, but you know what? The more I thought about it, the more I really appreciate what they were going for. I mean, it was a real ballsy move, and I thought it worked out really well in the end. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the ending. I mean, some might think it's predictable. I'll get to that later in my flossing section. But overall, I found myself enjoying this movie a lot more than I thought I would. And just the way some of these scenes play out with the alien, it's got a lot of suspense, a lot of thrills. It's a roller coaster ride. Life really is a roller coaster ride. Right? Both the movie and real life. But I'm talking about this movie. So some of the issues I do have with this film are that at some points it does kind of drag. It's a short film. It's like 100 minutes long or something like that, and it's relatively short. But even then, sometimes the pacing does drag a little bit. It does slow down, and also some of the writing I thought was kind of weak. Like outside of maybe Ryan Reynolds, some of the dialogue I was kind of questioning. And as I said in my awesome section, the ending is going to be, I think it's going to be pretty polarizing. I mean, I liked it for what it is, but I can see why other people might think it's way too predictable. Like, for example, the Schmoes pointed it out in their review that it was too predictable. And I can definitely see why. And also, this movie's not quite as good as some other space movies. Like, for me, I'd say it's on par with Gravity, but it's like way behind Interstellar and The Martian. I personally thought those movies were way better. The Martian was definitely a better, like, stranded in space type of movie than this one was. And of course, I mean, some of the characters were not really developed at all. Like the captain, not Rebecca Ferguson's character, but the other female character in the movie. I didn't really care about her all that much. And I know I said in my awesome section that I cared about all the characters. Yeah, not her. I didn't really care about her at all. So I retract what I said there. This character was the one character I didn't really care about. But other than that, I mean, life was a very fun, suspenseful ride. Some predictable moments here and there, but yeah, that's really it. Overall, I thought life was much better than I originally thought it was going to be. It definitely took me by surprise, and it shows that space movies can still be good. Or, yeah, that space movies are very good, and I hope to see more space movies in the future, like maybe something similar to The Martian later on. Hopefully Alien Covenant will be good, because Alien Covenant definitely has a lot to live up to, especially with Aliens, because that was one of my all-time favorite films. But yeah, we'll see where Alien Covenant stands compared with this film later on. But yeah, that's all I really have for life. It's a very fun, suspenseful roller coaster ride. With that being said, I'm going to give life a 77% certified fresh rating, a solid B+. Okay, so there's my review of Life. Have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. What is your favorite trapped in space type of movie? Make sure to let me know in the comments below. Do you think Gravity is the best space movie out there? Do you think The Martian's the best space movie out there? Interstellar, Space Odyssey, 2001, Alien, Aliens, whatever it is, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more reviews to come. And that is it for this review, guys. So until the next review, I will see you all next time. Once again, my name is the California Cougar, and always remember to stay California cool. Peace.